Hey, so I don't know if you can see me okay. I hope you can. But I asked you guys on Snapchat. Oh my god, my battery's dying. Are you serious? Okay, quick switch of batteries. Alright, so I'm like mid cleaning my room, so just disregard everything. I should have totally filmed this earlier, but this entire thing that I have back here, because I made a second pole over here for my clothes, it fell about like 3 hours ago and pulled whatever was holding it in the wall out. So my dad was out here trying to fix it, and now my cat's sleeping under there, like under all the clothes. I can see her little paws dangling. But yeah, so today I was supposed to hang out with someone, but plans changed, work got in the way, so I'm out here. I asked you guys to send me snaps because I have a ton of questions people constantly asking me, and I want to just, like, you know, today's vlog just be like out here answering questions. Since I literally spent the day editing, I'm probably gonna film an intro really quick for a video that's going up tomorrow, and then just finish cleaning my room. Honestly, I have a bunch of makeup brushes to wash, like just nothing fun, nothing that you want to vlog, but like it's daily life, so people can relate, right? When was the last time you washed your makeup brushes? Because for sure mine has been a while. So I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I think you can, right? So hopefully I can hear these because I'm like the worst at hearing all this. So I'm gonna try to scroll to like the very beginning where people No Rose sent me this one.
Hey girl, my question is, what is your favorite shade of lipstick? Love you.
Love you too. What is my favorite shade of lipstick? I'm definitely more of like the mauvey rose type of person. Like recently I've been really liking like my lip color but better, you know, adding like a lip gloss or something, but it's always been like a mauvey rose I've gone for all the time. Ma'am 24. Let's see.
Hey Olena, I was wondering, how do you separate your life that you live every day and your relationship with God, or how do you incorporate the two together without like denying one and not doing the other? I love your videos.
Love you too. Okay, so I think that's a really good question, and I think that right now especially it's very, very difficult to kind of try to live a very godly and like, you know, Jesus filled life, because I feel like a lot of social media and stuff kind of deters you from it. And as much as it's so easy to stray, and I mean I'm no saint, I've messed up in my life, but I think you shouldn't try to separate it. That is where I went wrong as well. Your life should be one, like a unity, and if you choose to follow, you know, in God's ways and read scriptures and such, it's supposed to be your life. It's supposed to be the way that you walk. And for me, I mean, I still find it challenging, so challenging, and I don't want you to think that you're expected to be perfect in any way. God loves you regardless, and for me, I think that it's just, especially in times of weakness, I find help in praying and in just getting closer to God, whether it's reading through my Bible or just, you know, crying tears of just pain and sorrow and praying. But I always find comfort in pain with God, and that always reminds me to come back to Him even when things are going well, because I think that's the hardest part, is trying to incorporate that into your life when everything is going okay and you're having a grand time, and suddenly you forget that God is around. But I feel like He always is watching over, always finds a way to just pop into your life. I apologize for like the phone. But I've never felt alone, and that's the important thing, that regardless of whether or not we stray, He'll always be there. And I think that's what makes me want to continue to read my Bible and such, because it's a direct communication with God, and it's really nice to just have that. And I've never finished my Bible, I'm gonna be honest right here. I'm definitely working on that. That's definitely one of the things that I gotta get better at, so keep me accountable.
Hello, here's some follower from Algeria. I just wanted to tell you that you're amazing. Continue.
Oh, thank you. She said, for the question, what about your studies? So I'm assuming she's asking what I studied, or my game plan. So I graduated already with my degree in, what is it called, supply chain management. So I am done for now. I'm not thinking about going back for my master's anytime soon, or going for a PhD or anything like that at the time being. Currently I'm focusing on YouTube. My degree has definitely helped me. I think a lot more business than I do just like a naive girl who started YouTube when I did. So it was very helpful, and that's what I studied. And thank you so much for the compliments. So let me try to see if I can squeeze some more. So I think this is Abby Michelle. Let's see.
Hi girl, I'm one of your viewers from Washington State. My question is, if you could tell yourself anything from when you were younger, what would it be? And also, if you had to change any path of your life, like if you could change your school degree or anything like that, what would you do differently and why? Thank you, I love your videos.
Oh my god, I love you too. That's so sweet. Okay, I have such a bad memory. I literally already forgot the first question. So the second one was, what would I do differently? I think that I would spend a little bit, I don't even want to say that, because truly, like, I feel everything that you do in life leads you somewhere. Whether those mistakes or things that you thought were the right thing at the time, they all still lead you to where you are. And as much as we sometimes do regret our decisions or things that we have, you know, done, without those, you wouldn't have learned your lessons, you wouldn't have experienced the things that you experienced, and you wouldn't have either changed your mindset or got a little stronger in the way that you think. So there are things in life that I'm like, oh well, maybe I should have done this, but at this point I'm so happy with just, you know, just being alive, I guess. I don't think of those things, so I don't have anything necessarily that I regret. And I'm going to watch this recording so that I remember what the first question was, because now I remember what I would tell my younger self. I don't know why I couldn't remember that, gosh darn it, I'm sorry. But if I could tell myself something when I was younger. So I dealt with some bullying in high school, and that really it kind of broke me down to how do I even say this? So I had a group of friends that, I think I like mentioned this a while ago, and I might need to do an updated video on it, but I lost my group of friends. They started being mean to me and such, and I don't like to dwell on the past, but at that time it felt like, you know, the entire world was toppling on me. And I think that's the point when I started to get a little bit more religious, and I started finding strength in God. And that was when I made a promise to God that I would reflect more on myself, because at that point, I'm going to be honest, I was not necessarily the nicest person. I was very selfish, very self-centered, and I focused on the wrong things. And I think that by being kind of bullied in a sense, it made me realize that I was turning into those girls, and I was no better than them, and I had no right saying that, you know, I'm better than them or something. And so it took that low to show me that I needed to change, and I've always been very thankful that that happened to me. But my advice to my younger self would be to realize that even the moments of, you know, great pain and suffering, and moments where you might feel like it, you know, everything's toppling on you and you can't handle it, that it's okay. It all will pass. But more importantly, that don't let others' opinions of you or other people's negativity affect you, because I think I used to be so offended by people's opinions of me because I thought that it defined me. I realized how hard it is to show just one person who you are. You are not just, you know, your face and last week. You are an entire story. You are from the moment you were born to the times you cried, to the little life lessons your parents taught you, your grandparents, the time that you had your first crush and you learned something from that, the moment where you were struggling in school and something happened, and just all the little tiny chapters, all the little tiny pieces that make up who you are. there is absolutely no way that you can take all that information and make someone absorb that. No one, not even someone you end up marrying or your parents, no one knows your full story, because I think that especially when you meet different people, they see a different side of you. And I think that's the beauty of it, that when someone does meet you and maybe they don't like you or maybe they have a certain opinion of you, I don't really get offended, because I realize that they only see a certain part of me, and maybe if I was in their position I would think the same thing. And it's also not your job to try to make someone like you, but I've learned that if someone doesn't like me, it's not the end of the world. It's because they don't know the entire me. They only know part of me, and maybe that part doesn't look so great. But I love the saying that, you know, you could be, I think it's like the best peach in the entire world, and there'll still be people that don't like peaches. So you have to spend less time trying to get people to like you and start learning to like yourself, to look in the mirror and be proud of who you are, your reputation, the respect you give, the type of life you're living, and the lessons that you're teaching the people around you. You have to learn to respect yourself, to love yourself, and to be able to look in the mirror and say, yeah, that's who I am, you know? Because I mean, I've had moments where I couldn't look at myself in the mirror because of certain things I've done or certain things I've said, and I found forgiveness in God, because I go to church, so I've gone to confession, and that helps so much to just be able to reflect on who you are and better yourself. But that's the beauty of it, that you're not required to save the world, you're not required to, you know, make huge leaps for humanity. You just have to focus on who you are and better yourself, and hopefully by doing that you're able to help and better the people around you, because, you know, everyone's dealing with their own journey, with their own problems, and it's difficult. Life is a difficult thing. It's like a crazy challenge, but we'll all be okay. What's your favorite perfume? Sorry, it's night in the UK, couldn't make video in the light. What's my favorite perfume? Midnight Romance by Ralph Lauren. I'm actually wearing that right now, I think. No, I'm not. I'm wearing the Calvin Klein Euphoria. Both of those are like my faves. Okay, let's see. Allie Coleman. Let's see what she says.
Hi, my question for you is if you have any like dating advice for like long distance dating. I'm gonna be a senior in high school, and my boyfriend just graduated this past year, and he's going off to college. I live in Minnesota, we both do actually, but he's going to North Dakota for college. Okay, the cut off there, but I think I got the gist of what she was asking. So, do I have dating advice? I literally suck at dating, but okay. So, long distance dating is quite a challenge. It's quite difficult, but I think it's important to make time for one another, whether it's, you know, FaceTiming or messaging or whatever. But okay, Carolyn.
Hi Olena, my name is Caroline. I'm a freshman and I'm a cheerleader, and I freaking love your videos. And I requested a video on your last live, and you said you totally would, and I'm so excited to see what you do, because I'm just so excited, and I love you so much. And can we be like best friends, because I kind of really like love you so much. So bye Olena.
Oh my god, I love you too. You are so sweet. I totally didn't catch what she said about what video I was supposed to make, so let me just rewatch this back. Oh my god, I suck. Oh, I think it wasn't me. It totally cut off when she was doing the second Snapchat. So I didn't hear what you said, girl. Comment below so I can remember what video I promised you, because like I promise a lot of videos and like my schedule changes. The next one that is going up is a lookbook for my like outfits for school, and then after that, honestly, everything's up for grabs. Okay, Sky Star. Draw my life when, and what's your favorite song? Oh my god, it started playing. When am I doing a Draw My Life? I have been meaning to do it for the longest time. It's okay, so how do I say this? I'm not a very open person. I don't like generally just open up my entire life story to people, and I don't think it's ever been because I've been scared to. I just think I'm not, like, I mean, I'm very open in terms of just my personality, but I don't think I've ever just like sat down and like talked about my past or whatever, because no one's really asked. But like also I can barely remember it. I don't know why, but like I have such a bad memory, and I remember certain parts of my life, and I can like see certain experiences that I've had like in my memories, but a lot of stuff, it's like very blank. This sounds so sad and so bad, but it's more like, I don't know, maybe I have like a lot in my brain that I'm just constantly like thinking about things that I don't have space to remember things. But I like have to go through my photo albums and be like, oh, this is what happened, or like this is what I did. I remember that was a good time. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I remember like 2007 we did like that trip or whatever. And I remember the trip, but like I don't associate it with a certain year. I can't remember like when people are like, oh, you know, like freshman year of high school. I mean, I can remember like the gist of it, but I don't remember like specifics all that often. So I really have to sit down and actually like plan it out. I have to like be like, okay, freshman year of high school, like what happened to me? And I have to like relive it slowly but surely. And it's difficult to relive your entire life. So I have to like prepare myself for it, write it all down, and then be able to do the Draw My Life. And drawing, I have done art for a very long time, but I've never been super confident in like just sketching. I mean, I'm okay with sketching, but like, I don't know, I've always been more of a painter, and so I'm kind of scared. So I'm like, should I do stick figures or should I go all out? And yeah, basically it's coming. I just am like a perfectionist and I keep putting it off because I keep like getting scared that it's not going to be good enough, even though, I mean, honestly, you guys don't see my expectations in my brain, so I think you guys are not going to be disappointed. It's more of like me scaring myself that I'm going to be disappointed in myself. I'm all over the place right now. Okay, so my favorite song, by the way, you asked, I really love Tori Kelly, but I just adore her overall. My favorite song right now is Something Just Like This by the Chainsmokers and Coldplay. My camera is literally on fire right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Snickerdoodle. Let's see.
Hey Olena, I've been watching your videos for over 3 years now, and every single video you post shows how much time and effort you put into them, and I appreciate it so much. But I've been wondering, how's your sister doing?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And yeah, I've been meaning to address that. So basically, here's what happened with my sister. So she was at her friend's house, and her friend accidentally hit her in the head with her like foot when they were doing like cartwheels and whatnot. So she ended up feeling like dizzy. She had a headache, but she got home and she was like, we thought she was fine. She was just complaining of like a head pain. But then in the middle of the night she woke up like throwing up, and she was just feeling so sick, and like she couldn't walk straight. So we got really worried. We took her to the ER, and she ended up getting like, they didn't do anything there really. They just monitored her, and they realized that like she probably just had a minor concussion. We were really worried because at home it just like wasn't good. I don't know by what miracle, but she like felt so much better when she got to the hospital. But yeah, so it kind of just gave everybody a huge scare, and like the next day I canceled everything I had that day. I was just like, wow, you know, like I think you get so busy, caught up in like life and just going from one thing to the next, that you forget to like spend time with like your loved ones and really just focus on things that are most important. I feel like I'm so guilty of this. I'm constantly being like, oh, like, well, I'm busy today, like I'll hang out with you tomorrow, or like I'm busy today, like I have to do work, I have to do this. And like, I mean, I understand work is so important, but I feel like I constantly prioritize like work above actually seeing people. And I'm not just talking about family, I'm like talking about like everybody. And so I've really been meaning to actually see my friends and actually spend time with them, rather than just, you know, appreciating them from a distance, because I'm very grateful for everybody I have, you guys and my friends and my family. And I don't want you guys, like, I don't want to ever regret not giving you guys my all, basically is what I'm saying. So wow, why am I getting emotional all of a sudden? I need my makeup to be good. I have to film an intro. Snap out of it. Gotta be, get it together. Okay. Okay, we can do this. So Sydney, let's see what Sydney said.
Hi watching your videos, and I was wondering what your biggest piece of advice is for maintaining your motivation as the school year goes on. I love you.
Oh my god, I love you too. Thank you so much. The biggest piece of advice for motivation during the school year, I think it's just like giving yourself a goal. I've always made a monthly goal for myself. Like in YouTube, it's a little bit different than schoolwork, and in schoolwork, like, I mean, it just depends on like whatever goals you want to accomplish. It doesn't have to just be school-wise, but I write out everything I have to do for the month and on the calendar, all my classes, everything, every deadline, and I create like a list of projects or like whatever big things that have to get done, and every time I like cross something off, I let myself like enjoy time. So let's say I have a project I have to finish, and if I finish it early, I let myself have like a day of just watching Netflix during the weekend, you know what I mean? Instead of like doing homework that day, I'll do like Netflix for one day and then like the rest of my homework for other classes the next day, because it'll be like my treat, the fact that like I finished a project or something. Okay, so we got Anna over here.
Sorry I look gross, but I've been watching you for like 2 years. Or no, not 2, like 3 or 4, and I'm so slow. I just realized that you and I both go to Rutgers, and I never bumped into you on campus. Not a question, but I love you.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So yeah, you're relatively close. I mean, I'm gonna be on campus regardless because my friends go there, but we should totally meet up for coffee at like the Starbucks or something. So comment below, let a girl know, so that we can arrange that, because I've ran into so many people at the Starbucks on Livingston. It's not even funny, and usually it was before classes where I had to like go somewhere, but now I don't have to do that. Now I'm just gonna enjoy myself and not have class to go to, but we can totally meet up, girl. Don't worry. Another question from Sita.
2 hours ago you posted videos on Snapchat. I want to know what foundation and what concealer you put on your skin. I love that makeup. Like 22 hours ago you put it on Snapchat, the videos of that look. So please tell me. By the way, hi.
Hey, so I'm thinking she's talking about the makeup I was wearing like yesterday, I guess, like with the purple and pink eye, the one that I posted on Instagram, maybe? I don't know, because I'm thinking that this is the makeup that she's talking about. If this is it, I'm gonna be honest with you right now, I don't remember. Oh, okay, I wrote it down over here. So I've been using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm like wearing that today, wore that yesterday. And then the foundation I was wearing was the Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Foundation. It's under this Instagram picture. If you click on this Instagram picture, I have all the information listed there. If that's not the foundation you were looking for, my foundation today, I am wearing, oh, the Wet n Wild one. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus one. It's so good. So cheap too. It's amazing. I love cheap things. Oh,
Do you like Shawn Mendes? And if you do, what's your favorite song?
I love you too. Shawn Mendes, I love him. He's so talented. Okay, I definitely have his song in my playlist. A Little Too Much is the song that I've been listening to.
What they didn't know is that she could barely carry on.
Hi girl, this is your girl Jokiba Frederick. I am from Marina Valley, California. Yes, I am Simple Joe on Instagram, Simple with 3 I's, Joe with 2 O's, and Twitter is 2jojo_. Yes. My question is, do you got any idea or anything you know that I can do for my birthday? My 24th birthday is this next Friday is coming. This Friday actually is coming. It's my 24th, and I don't have any idea what to do. I was gonna go to Disneyland, but you know, life get in the way of that. So you know, what should I do for my 24th birthday? And can you please, just for me, do a video on how you edit your Instagram picture, because your Instagram is like my goals, and I just want how you edit it. Please, just for me.
Oh my god, you're so sweet. I'm literally obsessed with you. Wow, thank you so much for just like always supporting me. I literally see you on like all my social medias. Like I know your username, I always see it. I'm just like, I know you. So I love it. Thank you so much. Your ideas for your birthday, honestly, I'm always so bad at doing things for my birthday. Like when I was younger, I had this terrible thing where I had a birthday party and everyone canceled on me like the day before or the day of. It was like so sad. Poor me when I was a teenager. But after that I stopped like hanging out and like having birthdays because I was always afraid that people would cancel on me, and like, which is why I'm kind of paranoid about like any kind of life event planning it. But for like birthdays, I mean, nowadays I just go out to dinner with like my close friends. You could do like bowling or something fun like that, go see a movie. But I mean, like movies are kind of fun, but they're not like, I don't know, I feel like it's not something that I would do for a birthday. I would do like bowling or something like an interactive game, and like dinner maybe. I don't know, that sounds like fun for me. But you're also in California, so you have so many more options of things to do. How about I ask you guys, leave in the comments below if you have any suggestions for birthdays for 24. Because I honestly would just do dinner because I'm so obsessed with food. Thanks for everything, for making my dreams come true, and for being everything I ever needed in my life. But I love you guys, and I'm gonna say goodnight, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.